This healthcare showdown on Capitol Hill. The Senate rejected a pair of competing bills yesterday that would have provided a path forward after Affordable Care Act subsidies expire at the end of the year. 4 Republicans sided with Democrats on their version, but it still wasn't enough to reach the 60-vote threshold to further the bill. Without a new agreement, 20 million Americans using the Affordable Care Act for health insurance could see steep price hikes. Let's jump now to CBS News congressional reporter Taurean Small, who connects with us once again from Capitol Hill. So, Taurean, for folks just joining us now, explain how yesterday's vote unfolded and if there's any hope for a future agreement.
Yeah, so there were 2 what's known as side-by-side bills that went to the floor. This is part of an agreement to reopen the government. Republican leadership promised moderate Democrats who decided to reopen the government that there would be a vote on these healthcare subsidies. The problem was there was no guarantee that there would be Republican support. Ultimately, what happened largely down party lines, both failed, except, as we saw in that graphic, 4 Republicans joining with Democrats to try to support their effort in extending this COVID-era subsidies. And just a reminder to our viewers what that was, it capped subsidies, it capped premiums at about 8.5% of household incomes. So a significant increase is set to happen at the start of next year if an action proceeds. I want to point out among those 4 Republicans that we saw there, Josh Hawley was really one that was surprising. It wasn't something that was completely out of left field. He said that he's been receiving calls from constituents, but ultimately, though, both of those plans failed. And now it's up to the House to see what they could get done.
But, Taurean, is the House likely to get an agreement on anything next week?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not too confident, but I'm a bit of a pessimist anyway, especially considering I've covered Congress since 2018. I know how this goes down. We talked a lot about the short-term extensions and whether or not that could be on the table right now. What's been proposed by one Republican, Brian Fitzpatrick, as part of a discharge petition is an extension for 2 years. So not quite 3 that Democrats have been pushing for. But leadership and House Speaker Mike Johnson is looking for a legislative package that, in his words, would be an overhaul to the healthcare system, not necessarily a placating of what Democrats want in that extension of those tax subsidies. He did acknowledge, though, that he's hearing from his members more now that they are interested in action on that. He says that there could be an amendment process, but he's still looking to move his legislative package to the bill or to the floor next week in order to get something done, even if it were to clear the House. There's still the Senate, and Senate Democrats, as it stands, are unhappy with the way things are headed. As we have just 1 week left of a full work week here on the Hill before the new year, Black.
Yeah, all right. Maybe less of a pessimist and more of a realist, since you've seen how these things tend to unfold. Taurean Small, thank you so much. Enjoy your weekend when you get there.